This segment of CoastLife is sponsored by the Parker Group.
Well, if you've been keeping an eye on houses on the market and you don't really understand what's going on, why are they priced this way? Why aren't they priced this way? What looks different from 2020? That's because a lot has changed in the last 5 years. And we've called in the experts. We've got Rachel and Dustin Parker joining us on the CoastLife couch. And I mean, a lot has changed in the last 5 years. The market looks different than maybe the last time somebody's friend or family bought a house and they're like, oh, it was so easy then.
Yeah, it sold in 5 minutes with 15 offers. Yeah, it's a very unique market right now.
Yeah, so how's it looking?
Yeah, it's different depending on which seat you're sitting in, whether you're selling your house or buying a house. And I think right now is actually, assuming that you have the income to support the continued high prices of homes, it's actually a good time to be a buyer.
Yes.
Because they have more optionality, you can take your time a little bit more. Homes are not selling as quickly as they were previously 3 or 4 years ago. But what that means for you is you have more negotiating power, as a buyer. And so you can negotiate inspections, you can negotiate repairs. You can see 5, 6, 7, 8 houses, and they're not all going to go with multiple offers before you have a chance to put yours in. So there's pros and cons to this market, but it's definitely different than it has been over the last 10 years or so.
Sure. So a lot of this going in, in favor for buyers, maybe. What does it look like for sellers?
Yeah, and a lot of it is kind of what Dustin just said. The timelines are just stretching out quite a bit. And so, houses that are priced reasonably, they are selling, but it's just taking a couple months. Whereas, we used to really know within 30 days you would expect to get some offers and have a really good chance of going under contract.
Yeah, I mean, the good news for sellers ultimately is that through COVID, we saw this 30 and 40% price appreciation, which was really kind of historic. And we don't really have an example to point to previously where we've seen home appreciation happen so quickly. And so that's still there. Sellers still have this inflated price. It just takes longer to get that price. And so you're not going to get an offer in a day. You're not probably going to have multiple offers. But ultimately, home prices are remaining roughly flat, appreciating maybe just a little bit. So you still have that value, you still have the equity that you've built up over that time frame, but you just have to be a little bit more patient to find the right buyer.
I think that's fair. Ultimately, the news is good. It's just you have to be a little more patient. And I know that patience is tough because it means, you've got to get kids inside, outside the house. You got to get pets outside the house. You got to keep the space clean and showroom ready. And that's where Archie comes in to kind of make this process a lot easier. It streamlines everything. We've chatted with you guys a number of times now about Archie, but I think it's so worth reminding people why it's such a useful tool, especially right now.
Absolutely, and you kind of hinted at it. Like a lot of times when people are selling a house, I always say it's rare that you're just selling a house. A lot of the times, like you're relocating for a job, you're getting married, you're getting divorced, having a baby, like these life things don't wait on the market. So they don't care. They don't care that average days on market has doubled,
Right.
And so the great thing about Archie is we allow people to move forward on their own timeline when life is calling. And so when that seller says, hey, I just got the notice that I'm relocating next month. I need to be out of this house next month. We can free them up to go ahead and do that because we advance that equity when they're ready to move out. And then we handle that waiting game and the negotiation game and the showings and all of the headache on the back end.
Yep, all the things that cause the crying when people are trying to sell a house.
Yes.
We're trying to, no tears here in the house selling process. And you guys, I understand, also have some listings on Archie.
Yeah, so the great news for buyers working with Archie is that all of the homes that we have listed are fully inspected, they're fully repaired, they're totally move-in ready, and because we advance this equity up front to the sellers and they've already moved on with their lives, they're vacant and they're completely ready for you to move into. So if you're a cash buyer, you can move into our homes and close as quickly as 72 hours. If you're getting financing, we can help you through that process too, and we can get that done in 10 to 14 days. And so we really have sped the timeline up for both buyers and sellers. But for buyers especially, I think right now, getting a totally move-in ready home that's been inspected, been repaired, that comes with a guarantee, I think is a really unique proposition in this market because right now you're choosing between which repairs you want to fix and what trade-offs you want to have, and we can really bring the full package to you.
Yeah, and one of the small little things that I so appreciate is just scheduling a showing, Like sometimes it's so hard when you're trying to work around a seller's schedule and an agent's schedule and your schedule, and it's a lot. Like with our process, you can literally go online, click a button, and schedule a showing whenever it's convenient for you to go see these homes. They're vacant. We've got, a good security system in there, so they're ready to roll.
Easy peasy. It's one of those things that it genuinely sounds too good to be true. I'm sure people are like, what's the catch? But there is no catch. That's it. It's as simple as
just shuffling the steps around so that we take the uncertainty off of the clients.
Yeah, it truly is an innovative way to buy and sell your home. So for folks who, maybe they're ready to start scheduling some showings, they're ready to check out some of those houses that you guys have, where can they go for more information or to utilize Archie?
It's really simple. Our website has everything right there. So archiehub.com. You can see all the details about houses, even inspection reports, schedule your showing, or reach out to us and ask questions.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys, as always, for coming in, keeping us up to date and informed, not only on all things happening in the market right now, but really how you guys are changing it. You're changing the game.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks. We have some more Coast Life to get to when we get back. Charlie and I have some awards to dole out for this week's Winners of the Week.